Don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I work too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Yeah, I work too hard for it. Yeah. Don't mess up the mood.
We were chopping it up right now, pretty good.
All right, now I can do my thing. He got money. Jeez,
A large.
bro. A large.
He got the money. Get it all for
Get
him.
it all for him. That is hilarious, man.
Bro, your shoes are more expensive than mine. You got money.
Chava's balling, dude.
How much for those? Over 100? I got these on sale for 25, my boy.
A little 200.
25? I guess it's steal, bro.
200. A little 200. Look at Chris.
Yeah, he got kicked up.
He got money.
Damn, I'm out shoot out here, guys. I need to step up my kick game, I guess. That's crazy.
All right, welcome.
Can you hear me
guys.
chew my gum?
No, I don't. I mean, I can't. He has headphones on.
Can you?
For sure, man. You should probably
Pareces
just,
vaca, cabrón.
I mean, I don't care, honestly. But welcome. How are you guys?
I'm good.
We're doing,
How's
man.
it going, man?
doing
Nice to
good.
see you, Chris.
Likewise, guys.
I know, man. It's been a while.
We
Haven't
got
seen you in a
Chris.
minute.
Is my images in the house?
minute. Yep.
What's good, man?
What's cracking, man?
How you been, man? Give us an update on your life.
Good. Thank God everything's been going good. Just honestly working and just looking forward to this next year. Went on some vacations, spent some time with the family over the holidays. So that was really good. I needed that.
Nice, man. We all do.
Yeah. Need a little break.
But yeah, everything's well. What about y'all?
Chilling. Dealing with tax bullshit right now.
Huh. Dude, don't even bring that shit up right now, bro.
Chella doesn't even want to hear taxes
not-
because
yeah,
he hasn't
I'm
even
not-
started.
You haven't started
Yeah,
yet?
don't ruin my day, man.
Not my fault.
My day.
I'm already like done with mine. I just have to go do them now.
Like
know
you
what
have
I
to
mean?
go and actually pay and stuff.
Yeah, like I already finalized all my paperwork and God, bro, I don't.
Chava's
What are you
betting
gonna
it.
do with taxes?
I'm actually gonna in the next few months. I'm gonna go and get my LLC. So
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice,
have to
dude.
teach you how to use QuickBooks Self-Employed.
I need that.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
me too.
I need
Both
that.
of you.
Yes,
I need to
Welcome
teach you
to
both.
Nando's professor class.
Business class.
Business class.
I'm not.
No,
He's
I'm
a tax advisor
I'm gonna
now.
have to show you guys how to use that for this year because it'll make it a lot easier.
Way easier,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Starting to get busy again.
Did you get your hair touched up?
I'm actually gonna go get it like done again next week.
Okay.
So it's gonna be back to like.
Didn't you go?
Back
last
to
week?
its cute
It
self.
was just like a quick little thing to bring it out a little bit, so when she does it again, it's easier.
I see.
You know
I
what
see.
I mean?
Okay.
But
What
yeah.
about you, Chavita?
Man, these first couple of weeks have been slow, and I was feeling. I mean, I got COVID like 3 weeks
Tough.
ago, and then after that, I just kind of felt down and off, And now I just barely picking some shoots up and starting to get busy again. So
How did you feel getting COVID, man?
it was pretty rough
Yeah.
for a couple of days, but then after that, it was not
Are
so
you getting
bad.
vaxxed?
I am getting vaccinated.
You are?
I have to.
Don't.
Oh, he said,
We are
"Don't."
not for the vaccination, brother.
Damn, bro. He's gonna start
He's
off
all.
Jeez.
Pardon me?
This is America.
He's
Pardon
gonna
me,
start off
bruh?
with the anti-vax.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm about to go get my booster.
I don't-
What are you
I'm
talking
gonna get my
about?
booster.
I honestly don't care what people do. Like, get it if you want, get it. Don't get it if you don't want. You can decide for yourself. But I'm going to Peru. That's the thing.
So you
So
just
you have to
I
get
have
it?
to get it. Yeah.
Right.
So you know.
Well, I think it's one of those things where people. I don't think people understand that you can still get COVID if you're vaccinated. It just makes it easier if you do get COVID. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Because even right now, like this outbreak, it's like the new form or whatever, and people who are
Marion.
yeah, like the Omarion, whatever it's called. Like even people who are fully vaxxed are still getting it, which is why they are recommending the booster so that if you do happen to get it, it's like not that bad. Because I've had people who argue about that shit all the time, and they're
Right.
like, "Why am I gonna get it if I can still get COVID?" I'm like, it's not supposed to not ever let you get it, bro.
It's not
Whatever.
supposed to prevent it. Yeah, I've had arguments with people, but
my
honestly,
whole
I just
thing.
I respect everybody's opinion. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't
it's
be
like-
like get vaxxed or I'm not that type.
I don't want to
to
like tell someone to do it to force them. It's just like,
Yeah.
My
if
mom
you
be
do-
pressing me, bro. She's all like, "Are you getting vaccinated?" I'm like, "No, I don't really plan on it right now." So we'll see. It may change in the future. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
It
my
may
parents
change.
and I all went at the same time.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
All right. Well, as I was saying, for a couple of weeks, I was just down and just thinking about shit. You know how you get.
Were you in
And
your
then
feels?
we were talking, and we came up with, you brought the that you were going through like the imposter syndrome thing. And I was like, dude, I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, I think I have too. And then, you know, the idea came up, and I was like, why don't we just talk about that on
Right.
the podcast, you know?
Right.
So
It's a good
that's what
subject.
we're going to be talking about here today. It's probably going to be a little bit different than some other episodes, but, you know,
It's gonna be like
we did say that we were going to
Sad.
switch it up a little.
it's gonna be sad.
Yeah, no.
It's sad.
It
boy
was a little
time.
more serious.
No,
toned,
it's
I
just a
guess.
serious conversation to have, because like from my own experience and from what I've seen, a lot of people don't even know what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So you might be going through it, and you,
And you
don't
know what
even
it is.
realize that you're going through it, you know?
Mhm.
Right.
And there were some people interested in the topic, so I was like, hey, why not? You know, we'll give it a
let's go
shot.
for it, man.
So why don't we start with like your own perception of what imposter syndrome is, and then we'll go to the definition and stuff.
Okay. Like what I have experienced or what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
So I honestly just think it's like self-doubt, you know, when you don't think you're capable of doing it, but you've done it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think everybody lives it. They just don't know how you said, like, to identify it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like one of those things like depression's like depression. You don't really know until you're like diagnosed.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I'm not saying I have depression, but you know, sometimes I get in my head, like, am I really worth what I'm charging? Am I really worth what what I'm putting out? Do people really appreciate my work? And, I think a lot of it has to do with like social media too. You know, that's why I pulled back a little bit. I haven't posted on the 12th. So in one more day, it's going to be a month.
A whole month.
Yeah. So, I pulled back for a little bit, just trying to get my head straight. Like I was telling you guys, doing my best to, you know, prepare myself mentally for this upcoming year. It's my first full year, I guess you can say, as a full-time photographer and videographer. So I'm just getting my head straight, you know, kind of getting out all of the things that I saw wrong from last year, and really prepping myself. But in other words, like sometimes you just don't think you're worth what you're.
Right.
You know,
a lot of self-doubt.
exactly.
Right. What about you,
Exactly.
Nando? Same thing?
Yeah, I've gone through it before. I don't think I'm going through it currently, but you know, I'd be going through other shit. So,
I'm
but
not on that way.
I had a few years back where I was like that, where I definitely like constantly like it was just, should I even be doing this anymore? Like, you know, you just get into your head and you think everything you're doing is bad. You second guess everything you do. Like, you're like, should I edit like this? Like, should I even do shoots like this or anything like that? And it's like, I think it's really hard on people like in general. But I guess from like an artist perspective, it's like it almost makes you want to stop.
Right.
And you never want to stop doing what you love doing because of that, you know?
Right.
So I don't think people like, I think people can relate in their different ways. Like us, like we're all photographers. We all do an art. So we know the feeling of like, if we got to the point where we wanted to quit, it would be like, hey, no, dude, like don't do that.
Right.
You know? And
Right.
then someone who might not be in that same field, it could be with like my career that I have just sucks and I don't want to be there, or like the circle of friends that I have, or my relationship or my family. Like it just goes for like everything.
I agree.
You know? It's
I
like a
agree.
really big, it's a bad thing. Like I don't think
Yeah.
it's like explored a lot, but it's like it can affect a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
Yeah,
crazy.
I agree with you 100%. I think that you brought up a really good point. It kind of puts a negative like filter over everything. And
Everything.
It's
Yeah.
like my family, my relationship. I went through it, man. You know, I'm a God-fearing person, and you know, I went through it looking at things from like a pessimistic point of view, where you know nothing was good, nothing was right. My relationship wasn't right. My relationship with God wasn't right. My health wasn't right. Where you're just like, man, and it almost serves. It's like a deeper version of a reality check where you're like,
Yeah.
I suck, and that's like kind of all
Yeah.
that comes to you. Like, I suck, and this is why.
Well, I also think like people need to understand that that's like the gateway into like feeling even worse about something. So like having imposter syndrome could start as that, and then since it affects everything around you, you can start to get anxiety, you can start to get depression, and then it's just a whole other ball game after that, you know? So
I
I
agree
think
with you.
it's like a good thing to catch on early and work on, rather than letting it get to like the next level, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You said something that's super true. I see that as like a turning point. You know, you can either like really let it consume you, or really turn it around. I agree with you 100% with what you just said, and I think a lot of it has to do with you finding it and you working on it. Because if you ignore it, I've had the kind of the feeling where I've had anxiety going into a shoot, and I'm like, man, am I gonna get my camera settings right? Am I gonna do this right? Am I gonna mess this up? Am I gonna have enough pictures? Am I gonna overshoot? Is my camera gonna break? Is my lens not gonna focus? And those are things that I think really get to me, especially because, this is when people say like you don't just do it for the money, or you only do it for the money. Better said, like, no, I don't think when you do it full time, it's not just for the money, but you have to understand like, you're eating from this, you're clothing yourself with this, you're paying your bills. So in a way it is about the money. And I was just having this conversation with Chava, like, he goes, dude, the only thing you do is yell at me. And I'm like, Chava, come on, man. Like, you're up there, you could put
Raise
more value.
pricing
Exactly.
and stuff,
And I think it's very important for someone to catch it early, because it can take you down a pretty deep hole.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I'm depressed. Don't get me wrong. And whoever is depressed, like, go seek help. It's out there. Don't just think you have to deal with it by yourself. But as Fernando's arm says, it's okay to not be okay. That's what it says.
I have depression.
And it's okay to not be okay.
It is. That's why I got
okay.
it. Yeah, that was my reminder of everything. It's like, it's fine to not be fine, man. Like, just take a little time to,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we're human beings. We're not gonna always be okay, and that's
Right.
okay.
Right. 100%. So yeah, I agree with you.
Dude, for the longest time, I now looking back, I realized that I had imposter syndrome for the longest time, and I still do sometimes. Even like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, dude, I don't even know if I want to be doing this. Like, I was really, really in my head.
Wow.
Without actually realizing that I was going through it. You know what I mean? So I guess the actual definition is just that, man. The inability to believe that your success, because I mean, you have to have some level of success in order to get your, imposter syndrome. And it's definitely the inability to believe that one success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved, because you are where you are for a reason.
Right.
And that's one of the things that you have to keep reminding yourself.
Right.
And just question those negative thoughts too. Because like I said, if you're not aware, if you're not self-aware,
right,
then you can just let it get through your head, man.
100%.
It's rough.
And I mean, how did you get over it? If I don't mean to jump
Through
on
imposter
anything.
syndrome?
Yeah, how did you get over it? Or how'd you get through it?
I think I started to take it a little slower, kind of like how you took a small break from like social media. I think I didn't post for like almost 2 months or something back then. Like, I would post stuff on my story, but it wasn't like post. Like, I just kind of let go of feeling responsible to go post however many times a week or whatever. I started to just kind of seek other outlets, like just to focus my attention on different things. That was like reading or like taking a trip, hanging out with family more, hanging out with friends more, like things like that really helped out. But I also think and it's funny because I literally think I just mentioned this on the podcast we did on Saturday, but at the time when I was going through that, my ex-girlfriend at the time was a big reason why I got over it, because she kind of like smacked it into my head of like, chill, like I had like a good
chill.
Yeah. Like I had
Is
like
that your
a
next
good
tattoo? Chill. right under, just right under. Chill.
No, it
On the
was
other
like
side.
it like she definitely was kind of telling me what you guys were just saying right now. Like, you're here because you worked hard to be here, so don't question everything that's going on. But I think if you don't have a person like that, I mean, you can seek it professionally,
right,
if you don't have like a friend or a family member that you can talk to. So for me, it was just doing things myself, but then having someone else to kind of talk to about. I also talked about it with my parents, and they were the same way. Like, you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't what you were supposed to be doing. Like, you took the steps to get there, and then once you, I think, absorb that from everybody and you take all their advice and their words, like, you can make it a little easier to get out of your own head. So that's kind of how I went about it. But it took me a couple of months. Like, I think I was going through it for like 2-3 months.
I don't feel like it ever goes away either. At least not for me.
No, it
Just
bounces
get better.
back. I still get it from time to time.
Right.
Like, there'll be random weeks where I like question it, but I also snap out of it a lot faster now because
Right.
I kind of don't want to get there again. Does that make sense?
Right.
So
Yeah.
We have some questions for people, because somebody was asking, like, how do I detect that I'm going through this, you know? And I found this article, and there's some questions here that might be helpful. Do you agonize over even the smallest mistakes or flaws in your work? Is that something you can relate to?
There's one thing that my dad used to always tell me. He goes, if you give it your all, you shouldn't be upset. You know,
like
so
if you put all
if
your
you put all your
into
effort into it. Now, obviously, like Fernando said, we're humans and we make mistakes. There's times where I do, hit myself in the head, like, man, what were you thinking here? You could have done this better. Do I get upset over small things? No. I get upset over like bigger things, but I think it's just like the small things that accumulate, and you're just like, oh man, I did this wrong, and you see it again. Oh man, I did this wrong.
You let it build up.
Exactly, and when you don't address it, I feel like that's the issue. I don't think that necessarily when you have a small a small thing gone wrong, you shouldn't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah,
you're a human. It's a learning process. I'm sure that you guys changed in a year,
Yeah, you're
It's just like the
constantly
same thing.
changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This next one is one that, like, I've always gone through this one. Attributing your success to luck or outside factors.
Wow.
Never gave myself credit for the things that I was doing.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a big one, dude.
Yeah.
That is very good. I 100%.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I think a lot of it does have to do with, sometimes I'm like, wow, if it wasn't for the buddies that I have, I wouldn't be where
Exactly.
I'm at.
I was just about to say that.
If it wasn't for you two.
You need a good circle.
Exactly, man. You do need a really good circle. And, we have our moments when we're, joking around and, screwing off.
Yeah.
The group chat is for the boys.
For the boys only.
It's for the boys. And a lot of it comes, from us being able to joke around and, call each other out. I know that we've had times where we've had to, hey, check yourself, and it's not fun when you're the one getting checked, but, it's not fun either when you're the one that has to do the checking. I know all of us have had to do it at one point, or we'll probably have to do it at one point. I just think that a lot of it has to do with, your circle. And I've felt that I don't have the talent. I just think of, you guys like, hey, my buddy can do it. And sometimes I feel like I'm a second choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that I'm like, oh, I can't keep up with them, because I don't necessarily like to compare myself. You guys do things that I don't do, and I do things that you guys may not do. I remember we were having dinner here before the year ended, and they asked me, do you work with models? And I was like, no, I really don't. It's not really something that calls my attention. Doesn't mean that I won't like venture into that, but I just had like kind of like a sour taste in the beginning with that, I feel like it's, just not for me, at least not right now. But when people are like, do you do this? Do you do that? Well, no, I don't. And it's just one of those things that I just do it a little different. I'm kind of a quiet dude, but when you get to know me, I'm pretty freaking loud,
bro.
I don't shut up. And
No,
sometimes
he's
sometimes I say things that I shouldn't say, or I talk too much.
Oh, yeah.
Very outspoken.
Yep.
Let's just say
Yes,
that.
I'm very outspoken. And sometimes I can come off as rude, and I don't want to. My girlfriend has said that, and I know some people are like, dude, you're just
But you
annoying.
gotta relax, bro.
Yeah, like you need to shut up, because you don't know when to stop. That's exactly what they say. But with having people like that can really check you and be like, hey, you need to pull back, but also have the right people, like you said, having someone that can, hey, you're doing fine, you're doing okay, you're working at it. I think that's super important. Super important.
Do you guys feel like your family upbringing has a lot or something to do with the fact that you might be going through things like that?
My family upbringing?
Yeah, like the way you grew up.
Yeah.
Parenting.
I think it does.
All that.
I think,
think
that
so.
I think that everybody struggles with things from their childhood. You know, I went through a lot of things in my childhood that I didn't talk about. You know, being Hispanic, having parents that are like men don't cry. Men have to go and get it. You know,
Like the typical machista Hispanic stigma. that
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Is out there.
It's
Right.
It's not only just with art. I feel like a lot of people in school are going through it. And I got this message from this girl. I'm actually gonna read it. And I never even thought of that, but it's another way to go through it. She says, "I feel imposter syndrome being a Mexican born in the U.S. Somehow I'm too Hispanic to fit with the Americans and yet too white to be with the Mexicans. True self-identity crisis, and when I pick one side over the other, I feel fake. I feel like I'm lying to everyone, pretending to be white or pretending to be Mexican. It's hard to explain, but I think people born with two cultures know what this type of imposter syndrome feels like."
That is so true.
That's
Yeah.
very true, huh?
Yeah, I
she's
agree.
very right.
Whatever her name is, man, God bless you for that question or statement. You know, that's crazy.
And I feel like a lot of people almost get bullied for it, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah, 100%.
you think about it, it's fucked up. It's
very
not
messed
like
up.
they chose to
To be born here.
yeah, to be born in this situation, you know, being
Right.
Mexican American. But I just thought it was interesting.
No, I think I think just Hispanic stigmas can definitely be like a whole other topic that we can have, because you can go on about that shit for a long time. But I definitely think like
We're a little toxic.
like a little like I definitely think like your upbringing and maybe just the parental roles that you might have had, or like, you know, roles around you in general,
Right.
can definitely have you do that. But I think to touch up on the subject where you both say that you can relate on like the I never gave myself credit and I kind of think all my success is based on luck. I don't think I ever went through that part, because I think I always told myself from the beginning, like, you're doing it. Like, no handouts. No one told you how to do anything. Like, you had some help, but no one got you out there. No one was making you get up hella early before work to go shoot and sacrificing weekends and time with whatever to get to where you are. So I think I've never had to deal with the luck part. Like, I'm like, I got here because I fucking did it.
Because
You know?
I worked for it. Yeah, yeah.
But I have talked to someone who has that feeling, and I think like what I kind of tried to tell them, and I guess what I want to tell you guys is like, if you have certain people in your group that help you grow and become more successful, that's because of your doing, because of your character, because of the people you choose to be around. You know?
Yeah.
So it is a choice.
Like, it is a choice. It's not like you are forced to be around us, or you're forced to be around those people. It's your character and who you are is gonna kind of like bring people as a little magnet who kind of feel the same way that you do.
Right.
And I think like in our group, we're all very alike in that sense of like, we know what we want. We work hard for what we have to. Obviously, we're gonna attract in that sense,
Right.
you know, like,
Right.
and you could have chosen to not hang out with the people that you do, and same with Chava, and gone and hung out with completely different people by your choice, because no one's
Right.
forcing you to do anything.
100%.
So I think if you are gonna try to think that everything is based on luck, step back and realize that you made the choice to be around the people that you are being around.
Right.
No one forced you to be with them.
Right.
And clearly you want to surround yourself with people who are going to bring you good. So think about it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think 100% like agreed 1000 actually. I think it's part of what we're talking about actually. We kind of have that negative filter over, you know, you're seeing it from a more like optimistic, you know.
He always does.
Yeah. I tend to be very
This-
optimistic.
This guy is going to be a school counselor.
Dude,
one day.
when we got stuck in...
He's going to be a school counselor and adopt a kid
Dude, when we
from his school.
When
you
we
know?
got stuck in the mountain, dude, I was freaking out. Like, it was
Really?
3 p.m., 4 p.m. It's getting dark. rain's coming. We're stuck in the mountain.
I'm over
I
here
was like,
like,
guys,
"It's
I
fine,
don't know if
bro."
we're gonna be able to get out of there. And fucking Nando, man, I gotta give him props. He was like, nah, we should be fine, man. We're all
Like,
good.
we're good. Well, don't
He
worry,
was
we're
the
gonna get it
posi-
handled.
He kept me
Yeah.
in check on that one, dude.
I tend to always just see life
The
in that
good.
way in general, you know, and especially
Mhm.
when people aren't. It's
Mhm.
like I like to just kind of almost be a counselor. I think if I wasn't a photographer, I'd probably be a counselor, to be honest, because that's what I wanted to do when I was in college. Is
Mm.
like children's psychology, to be like a children's counselor.
That'd be
But-
definitely
Yeah, I can see you
something you
doing
could do. But I mean, I wanna kind of, elaborate on what you're saying. Like, you're kind of that optimistic person, and I feel like when you're that person, you kind of choose to. I think it's a choice, 100%, that you
Mhm.
choose to hide your emotions from people. You
Oh
choose
yeah, I
to,
deal with that a lot.
You choose to hide it, and I've been there
Yeah.
before. I've had to be the one that has to, look out for friends in the past, and I really didn't check myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of tend to hurt alone and in silence, and you don't say nothing, and
You're describing my entire life right now.
we are unraveling the homie's life. But for someone that loves to put out good, loves to do that, I do believe in karma. I am a Christian person, and I'll say it every single time, but it's biblical too. Like, what you put out is what you're going to get in. With
Yeah.
what you measure with, you will be measured. And I believe that 100%. So having that good vibe, so people can understand where I'm trying to get to, having a good vibe, having a good outlook on things is only going to attract good people to you. God's going
Yeah.
to compensate you with good surroundings,
Yeah.
and kind of going back to what that girl said, that she feels that she doesn't fit in with either or,
Yeah.
that you don't fit in with the whites, or you don't fit in with the Mexicans, with the whites or the Mexicans. What are we? What are we in blood and blood out? Just not being able to fit in. I can relate to that. Necessary. I am a Mexican person, half Mexican, half Guatemalan, but I went to a white school. I went to a very white school. I went to McQueen, and having a bunch of friends that were Caucasian, blacks, all kinds of people. I never really grew up with Hispanics. I did when I was younger. And I kind of think, what would have happened if I would have grew up in, for example, Sparks High?
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have been, a dude wearing cowboy hats and riding
Just,
bulls. I don't know,
another
doing something
Edgar in the
crazy,
block.
I think
I think it would have been
Cama,
different.
no
I think,
cama,
like,
cut, no cama,
very-
cut, no cama. How is that too?
I think like there's I think throughout your life there are moments where when you really step back and think, you're like, how would that have affected my life now, or how different would I be? And like one that I know Chava can relate with is like, what would have happened if neither me or him came to the States and we stayed in Mexico?
Y'all would probably be narcos, bro.
Low key.
Probably, bro. You're
Like,
right in the heart of it, man.
I left young compared to him, like you were what, 18?
I was 18.
Yeah, see, I left when I was 8, so I left 10 years before. And I think of the friends that I grew up as kids where they are now, and I'm like, dude, would that be me if I would have stayed down there?
Dang.
And, you put the what if, but then it also depends. Like, I had a very strict mom growing up. She never allowed me to go be stupid or anything, but you don't always follow your parents' rules.
Never.
Like all
Never.
all of my friends growing up had strict parents too, and then they ended up where they did because they're like, fuck it, I want to just do whatever I want to do.
Are they in a rough spot now?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what they do?
I mean, a lot are either in jail. A lot have gotten shot at. A lot have a bunch of kids that they can't maintain. A lot don't have any jobs, and so they try to sell drugs to compensate. And
Are any of them dead?
only one.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like it's rough. Like, and these are my friends that I had like in kindergarten, bro.
Your homies.
Like kids that when I used to go back to Mexico often, it was only once a year, but they were still my friends,
Right.
And then just to slowly, like, as we started to get older, see them like going more and more downhill, I was like, what the hell is going on down here, bro? Like, I was very thankful that my mom said, screw that, we're going up there. And
Right.
it allowed me to just change life in a totally different way.
Yeah.
And not that, living in the States guarantees you a good life, because there's people going through that shit here too. But I think when you come from another country, I think that's the whole purpose of like leaving your country and coming to the United States. Like you
For a
seek
better life.
a better life or a fresh start. And you know, that's one of the things where I'm like, damn, what would have happened if we never moved? Like now at 27, what the hell would I be doing in Mexico?
You're 27, bro. 27
Yeah,
has never
27.
looked so good. Man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something dumb.
Bro,
Nah,
he
bro.
came in here and then he's like, man, you had a good year, right? Like, you feel like this year has aged you pretty bad. I was like, dude, are you trying to say something?
you saying he looks older?
You saying,
Nah, bro.
you saying I look like shit, huh?
Bro, you have a little
You're
less hair
saying
on
the
your head,
year-
brother.
You're saying the year got to Chava?
No, but back to the serious conversation, man. I think as far as like, say the girl that sent the message in, I feel like at some point you have to really challenge your own beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that it might feel awkward, it might feel weird, hard, because like they're really ingrained in you, like they're really deep, right? So challenging those might be hard, but at the same time, it's like, do you have to be perfect to fit in with people?
No.
You don't, you know?
No.
So
You're gonna fit in with the people that you should be fitting in with.
yeah, and I can relate to that because I don't, you know, I have some white friends, but it's not the same. Of course, it's not gonna be the same. But I'm like, dude, this is who I am, and you know, it is what it is. So
I think my biggest piece of advice to her would be like, just break the stigmas. It's fine. We're not in the 1920s anymore, bro.
Right.
Like the way your grandparents and your parents and whoever before them grew up, that's their own way. Like you don't have to do everything how they do.
yeah,
Right.
Like you're your own
100%.
person. Just be you, man. Break stigmas.
yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
you gotta take some small steps.
Yeah.
Small steps go a big way. And then just I feel like everything comes down to comparing yourself a lot of times. You know, with art, we tend to, like you said, social media. If you're on social media a lot, then naturally you're just gonna start doubting yourself and comparing yourself to others, which is never gonna get you to a good place.
And that goes to like anybody. You know, you don't have to be
Right.
an artist. You could just be, you know, not in that field, but you go and see how other people might be living or what they post, and you're like, damn, why am I not doing that?
That's
Or
so
like-
fake though, dude. That's so fake. Like, it's funny because people are like, man, I wish I was living like them. And you're like, this is like their highs. of
Social
their
media
life.
is like,
Like, this is
people
like
are
their
always
peak.
gonna post their best moments.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you don't see anything going on behind that. Just remember
100%.
And
Yeah.
you gotta remind yourself of that.
that. Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is only the good stuff.
Yeah. Like this person's probably going
Yes.
through some shit and no one knows about it, but of course they're not gonna post about that.
Yeah.
But I also think that's why it's important to just, like, I think me more on like a personal level, I've been more outspoken about that, and I think people kind of appreciate it because some people don't. You know, it's like, I think when you have a certain platform or whatever you want to call it, and someone talks about their issues openly, people are like, damn, I can do that now, you know, because like this person is doing it. So I think it's like okay to just show people that you're going through shit. You know,
Right.
like obviously you're gonna talk to your friends and your closer family or partner or whatever about the main things, but it's like, don't be shy to like say you go to therapy or you have anxiety or you have depression. Like, no, don't be shy about that.
Right.
Because I think other people need to hear it too. Like just, you know, like, oh damn, I didn't think I could talk about that, but this person is, and then it kind of just like encourages people to look into it a little more, which is what they should be doing anyways. But
Right. I think that all of that kind of stems from something that happened, you know, in your childhood or in your past. You know, I have a really good friend. Shout out to my soon-to-be brother-in-law, Jerry.
Hey.
He's a half white, half Mexican guy. And I love this guy, man. He's an awesome guy. He's my girlfriend's brother. So he always tells me, you know, there's a root to everything. And he was mentioning how you have to go dig deep and find the root analysis, the root problem. What was it that started that?
Yeah.
And a lot of it really starts from something almost insignificant, you know, something that you were rejected as a young kid and now you struggle with rejection. Or you were, you know, abused verbally, sexually, mentally, in whatever way. And now you're giving yourself to everybody, or you're opening your heart to everybody. Why? Because you think that was something that was normal. And a lot of it does have to do when you were young And when Chava asked, do you think that it has to do with how you were brought up? And I was going to mention this. Yeah, I think it does. Like, I remember I was having a chat with my dad, and my dad is pretty rough on me. He's very
like strict, like
No,
Strict.
no filter. Just-
no filter. Yeah, no filter. My dad kind of shoots me straight.
From.
From my dad. He kind of shoots me straight, and he goes, hey, when I told him, I was like, Dad, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do this full time. And he goes, you should find yourself a real job.
Oh, snap.
And I was just like, whoa, and
You're like, damn.
And my biggest month was, pretty big. I kind of keep track of it as I give, my offering and my tithe to my church. And the biggest I was able to get was about $500 as a tithe. So 10% of my total income of the month, which was $5,000. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I was going to tell my dad, like, I make more than you. I make more than you. I told my mom, I was all like, it hurt me because I was taking the leap of faith that a lot of people don't want to do. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are scared to do. And I remember I was talking to Chava, how do you feel, man? And I was just absorbing everything he was telling me, like, dude, it's crazy, so much time. I don't know how to deal with it, when he had first gone full time. And now that I've done it, I can relate to that. So much time, you don't know what to do with it sometimes. And when my dad said that, I was just like, wow. If you don't believe in me, who is?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So little things like that really push you into this hole. And sometimes you can't see the brighter side of things until you're like further advanced in your journey.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the hardest things you can do.
Yeah.
Just analyze those little moments,
Mm-hmm.
that have really gone deep inside.
But that's the first step,
Right.
is realizing and then analyzing and finding out where it came from, and then that you can take the steps to change it
Right.
from there.
Right. So if you go to, I've never been to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, but the first thing they really do is like ask you, hey, are you an alcoholic? They have you admit it.
Yeah.
The acceptance, exactly. Are you an alcoholic? You're going to be like, yeah, I am.
That's literally what therapists do. They're like, are you depressed? And if you say no, they're like, okay, we're not doing good.
You get out of my office.
Yeah, like a therapist will tell you that the first step is to admit that there's something wrong with you, and then you can start to heal from that, which is very true.
Right.
It definitely is. So.
Right. And Fernando, I mean, kind of, elaborate on, I know that you've been open about, going through therapy.
Therapy, man.
What does it feel like, What can you say to people out there, that may not be able to afford it or maybe are too afraid to go?
I think from like personal experience, it was like the best thing I could have ever done. Mm-hmm. Like how you were describing earlier, like when you're the person that is always there for everybody, giving advice, being positive, but you don't really take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. That's what hit me. Is I'm like, I need to take care of me for once. Does that make sense? And that's what I think. Like at first, it was hard to accept that I potentially need a therapy. It's a hard thing. I think it's hard to just accept that you need therapy, because then you are like, why though? Like, I'm in a good place. I have a good job, I have a relationship. I have this and this and this and that. And you almost like try to block yourself from thinking that like you shouldn't be fine. And when I first had my first meeting with a therapist, that's exactly what I told her. And she's like, that's the worst thing that you can do, is try to convince yourself that you don't need it. She's like, she's like, the minute you start to feel anything and, your daily life is being affected, whatever else around you is being affected. She's like, if no one in your inner circle, maybe you don't feel comfortable talking to everyone about it, like your parents or your partner, like sometimes the closer the people are to you, the more uncomfortable you might feel about talking about your issues. Mm-hmm. It's like a weird counterplay.
I feel like they think they know, or they kind of put like, this is who Fernando is and this is who he needs to be.
Yeah. So that's why people seek therapy, because this is a complete stranger who you meet and you kind of, show what's wrong with you, and then they're professionals. Like they're going to find the root of your problem and help you get through it. So for me, it was like, it took me a while to really accept it. And then once I did, the first meeting is going to be awkward, of course, because they're going to just, get to know you a little bit. And then you have to slowly get to like, okay, why are we here? Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, the first thing that they're going to ask you more than likely is, do you understand that you're going through this? And if you accept it and you've come to terms that you accept it, then that's the first step. Like, just realize that you're not okay.
Right.
And so you have to talk to someone and get through it. I think, therapy can go both ways of like, I do mine online. I've never done it in person. Some people might prefer in person. For me, it's been fine online. Right. And I just did mine online because when I started, there wasn't really any in person. And so the next best option was, just a Zoom call or whatever. I think depending on where you might be, you can either do it weekly, twice a week, like it just depends. I go weekly, and that's been more than enough for me since I've started. It's just being consistent, because sometimes you might want to not do it because you are kind of like, oh, I don't really feel like talking to someone today. And then that's like the worst thing. Like, just go. Like, keep your appointments on point and go to it. I also think once you start, it's important to update people who are close to you or ask you about it and are concerned with your well-being, about your progress. Like I do with my parents. They ask me every 2 or so weeks of like, how's everything going? And I give them an update. It's helped me a lot. Like, I by no means don't want people to think I'm like this ball of sadness 24/7, because I'm not. No. But I still feel like I still need to be going to it, which is why I've chosen to keep going for the past, like, what is it now? 5-6 months, I think. Just like, this is where I'm talking about like stigmas too. Cause like in Hispanic households and certain households, it's like not a thing to have depression or have anxiety, they're just kind of like, get over it. And it's like,
toughen up.
Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and tell people that I wasn't like terrified to tell my family that I started to go to therapy.
You were afraid?
I was very scared to tell them.
Really?
Because I had like that whole like, oh dude, but like I'm Hispanic, what are they gonna think? And it couldn't have gone any better. My parents were 100% supportive, so I'm very thankful to them for that. But I know that's not the case for some people. And that's really shitty if your family doesn't fall behind it. But don't let that discourage you from still doing it. Like if you have to go to therapy and you tell your parents and they're kind of like, oh, like you're dumb, like, you're tripping. Why do you need to go to therapy? Like, don't let that discourage you from still going, because as selfish as this sounds, you have to take care of you above anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you will never take care of anyone in your whole life, friends, family, partner, until you're okay.
Right.
And that's like the biggest thing, is like, make sure that you're fine above everything. And if people are going to judge you for it, then let them judge you. Just take care of you, because there's only one you here. Right. You're not going to get yourself again. Like, you're gone and you're gone, man. So it's like, make it count while you still have the time to do it.
Yeah. Right.
And, as far as like the money part, it's like, there's ways that you can do it. It's not like therapy's thousands of dollars, but like,
people can start with like self-help books, self-help videos on YouTube.
Yeah. That's like
journaling.
Journaling. I do a journal every single day now. And it's like,
can I have it when you're done?
He's gonna be
I don't think you want to read that.
He's like, today I picked my boogers.
Right. No, today I saw my boo Christian and then my side hoe
child. Yeah. Today I got to see the boys, so it was a good day. I wanted to kiss them, but we were doing the podcast, so I couldn't be sus. No, I think like Chava said, little things like that are a good start. And then if you don't think that's really helping you, then just take the next step, which is the next step could be maybe finding someone in your circle that you can talk to about that. If you happen to have someone like that. If you don't, then go the next route, which is getting a professional, and then just go from there. Right. But once you start, like, don't not go. Right. Until you feel like you don't need it, just keep going. And it doesn't matter if it takes you months, weeks, years. Like, there's people who I know have been going to therapy for like 10 years. And I'm like, damn, like, that's wild that you're still there, but they just feel like they need it. And I think everybody needs therapy in general. Like, even if you're not, going through a lot, I think, like, dude, life just be getting to you sometimes. Like, it's okay to have somebody to talk to about certain things, even if it's like once a month. Right. So my biggest thing would just be if you feel like you're not doing okay in your everyday life and you should look into even monthly therapy, then do it. Like it's worth it. Like you just, I've seen the improvement myself over the past couple of months and I'm very thankful for it, you know? So go to therapy.
Yeah, man.
That's all I'm going to say.
Go to therapy.
Keep being a voice for therapy, man, and mental health. I remember my mom told me this story. When my parents were going through like the divorce, they started to go to therapy.
Like marriage?
Yeah, but my dad
therapy?
is marriage therapy, couples therapy.
Oh,
whatever.
like couples counseling or whatever they call it?
Right.
Yeah.
And my dad is one of those. He's stubborn and he doesn't believe in that. He went like 2 times and then he was like, "Oh well, thank you very much. You know, thank you for your help." And he went right back to his old ways.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad's a special character, man.
I think me and Chava need couple counseling.
We do, man. We be fighting.
We do.
I think you guys need to go on a
We do be fighting.
couples vacation.
I think we just need a getaway, just us two.
Respark
Take
the
a trip,
romance,
me and
bro.
you.
Like, guys,
Respark the
we'll
romance.
kick him off the road trip that we're gonna take.
How about Oregon? It's just me and you.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Let's do it, bro. Just
I can't
you
do
two.
that, bro.
I
No, I'm
can't-
just kidding.
Yeah, no, I can't do that either.
No, but like, that. Oh God, what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought because we started making jokes.
Freaking Chava.
Sorry, that's
No, it
what
was
I
you
do.
that started it, bro.
No, he was the one that brought up like his pops. And then, you know, then I like got lost after that because I was thinking of like, imagine that situation of like you go with your husband and he's just like, "All right, bro,
Yeah.
I'm good." And then they
Two
just go back to
sessions.
the, yeah.
Like, all right, we did
They
it.
just,
Thanks,
like,
I
go back
appreciate it.
to
Here's a gift card.
Yeah, I think like from what I've seen, as the years go by, like people are starting to slowly realize that they have to take care of their mental health more, which makes me really happy to see. And like I said, I mean, I've been I was very hesitant to talk about it anywhere publicly for a long time. Like I said, I didn't even tell my parents till weeks after I was going to therapy.
I was thinking about this. What do you guys think? I, for a while, was kind of open about how I was feeling. Even on here, you remember those episodes and stuff. I don't know if that was the best idea.
To be open about it?
I don't think... I don't think you have to open up to everybody.
You don't.
I feel like you have to be more specific about who you open
Selective,
up to, you know?
yeah.
Because then...
Are you saying because you were going too much into specifics, or you just?
I was just like...
You just
there's
opened
people
it.
that just don't need to know your business, I feel like.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
You agree with that?
I think the way I counter that though is like, there's people that kind of need someone to talk about it. if
I agree
makes
with that
sense.
too.
Like I understand like the part of, you know, like with us, like we have all these followers, whatever, people who keep track of our life and all that, like not intentionally, but they know about us or we might be doing. And for me, like I think what encouraged me to just be okay with being open on social media is how much people appreciate it, you know, especially men. Like that's not a thing for guys to like allow that vulnerability of themselves to come out. And I've had dudes when I post anything like, bro, I really appreciate the fact that you like talk about it and you have it out there, because, you know, as someone who's been dealing with issues and doesn't know the way to go about it, like just seeing someone with a platform, like kind of just bring it out there, it's just encouraging to like look into it myself. And that for me is like enough. I'm like, if some people are gonna think of me differently or like have this opinion because of how I might be doing or not be feeling, it counters by the people who appreciate it and are, you know, getting something good out of it is the way I see it. But obviously we're all different and we're all gonna be like, I don't want certain people to know this and that. Not like I've ever gone into specifics, you know, I've never gone on Instagram like, guys, I feel like this because of that. It's just, guys, I feel like this. And I think that's just enough for people to know like, oh damn, like he's going through something. But it's not like
I can see that.
I break down like every single point of like things that I've talked to you guys about where you know, like, hey, I feel because of this and this and that, or my parents. I don't give everyone the details. It's just like a general overall like layout of like, yeah, I am going to therapy. I do have this, but you don't know 100% why. Because like Chava said, I also don't want everyone to know the specifics.
Right.
So
I think it's one of those things when celebrities feel like, hey, I don't have no privacy, you know?
like
Whoa.
everyone knows their life and stuff.
exactly. When everyone's all like, hey, I feel like I can't even wipe my butt with, people knowing. So I can see where you're coming from also when you're saying like you can be a voice for someone that is too afraid to, be open about their struggles. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
But I'm a very private person. I don't talk about my relationship with everybody. I mean, I'll take the time right now to, my girlfriend and I are going on 5 years. On tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Good
You
stuff.
know, 5 years.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow is our anniversary.
Tomorrow,
Amen. We have a great relationship. It's the woman that I want to marry. I want to have kids with her.
My boy is locked down.
I'm
Good
locked
for you,
down.
man.
I love this girl, and she's my business partner too. I don't only do this by myself. I cannot sit here and pretend like I do.
I've actually always really liked the fact that
I
I see her with you at shoots, helping you out. I think that's really dope that she
she
goes out
helps.
of her way to do that. Shout out to Melissa, bro.
Shout out to
Shout
Mel,
out to her,
man.
man.
She's
cool,
one in a
man.
million. Get that? Cringe, huh? You're like cringe.
I'm shivering. Just kidding.
No, but she's getting out there, and stepping out of her comfort zone. She's not a people person.
She's not.
So she's not, and she's out there taking pictures. We did 2 weddings where she shot the whole wedding by herself.
That's dope.
So it's like,
yeah.
Putting her out there. I think that when you're in a relationship, if it's not just, your loved one, but your friends, you put them out there to get better. You got to push them to get out of their comfort zone. And I think that's what really polishes your friendship, makes the person better. And if you're not wanting to see your friends get better, you're not a real friend.
Yeah,
if you don't want to
facts.
see your direct circle get better, you're not,
We're
you're
trying
not
to
a real
see all
person.
the homies succeed.
Exactly. We want to see the
succeed,
the
man.
homies succeed. And
Bro, let me tell
yeah.
you this. If you're a bum and you don't make it, you don't succeed, I'm going to cut you off, bro.
Yeah.
Let me
You're
tell
a
you that
bum.
right now, man. All right? You heard
Hey,
that?
bro, we're
Look,
working, man.
a nicer way I'm gonna say what Chava just said is, if there's something I've learned in the past couple of months is if you're not really bringing anything beneficial to me or my life, there's no reason for me to have you around.
Peace out.
Sorry.
I'm going to cut you,
Like-
man.
I'm gonna cut you.
So,
I'm gonna be
Y'all
leaving you
y'all
on
wanna
red.
Be my friend. You gotta be successful.
The way he says it is just
you
so
only
bad.
have to be success. Wow,
We
bro.
only fuck with successful bitches over here, bro.
Bro, chill out.
Hey, if you want to date him, you have to have your own thing.
Oh yeah, if you want to
have
date
to be
Chava, you need to
successful.
have your 5-year plan written out. You have to have
Screw
a
that.
certain
10
job.
years.
Oh yeah,
10 years. Screw
You have
that.
to. You have to
Come at me
match.
with them receipts.
You have to
The
match at
receipt.
least 70% of his income, otherwise he's not gonna
Damn.
date you. You have to have
Yeah,
certain
I don't
amount
know
of
about
time.
all that,
Hey, bro. Hey. You have to have 2
Dude, chill
degrees.
out.
2
Yeah.
degrees.
Be like, you
know,
better have 2 masters. I'm
2
just kidding.
masters,
Chill out,
You have to
man.
be an art major.
Hey, you said it.
Nah, man. I definitely love the fact that you and Melissa go out there and do their thing
Yeah, that's dope.
together.
We
yeah.
do it, man. And
That's dope.
she's doing it. And hopefully one day, you two can find yourself someone as cool as Melissa.
Yeah, man. One
you
can
know-
only dream.
One can only dream. She's a good girl, man. She's a good girl. She's only has eyes for me, and I only have eyes for her. And
Oh, that's
You know,
so
she's
cute.
everything to me. So we're going on.
We
5
get it. You're
years.
in love.
I am in love.
Just kidding.
No, she's a cool girl, and it's our business. It's not just me.
Right.
She has. I'll take the time to even say she's been she was the first person to buy me my first camera, actually.
Oh, that's
She
dope.
bought it for me, and we've invested. She's invested. We argue, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to do this no more. I was like, and we have our money saved up together. I was like,
Hit her
take the
with
money.
the-
I don't need it.
When you
I
guys get in an argument, hit her with the I'm gonna give you 2 days. All right, just be like, I'm gonna give you 2 days, and then we can talk again.
No, bro. I think everybody has the biggest pet peeve. We're getting a little off topic, but this is the last thing I'll rant on. My biggest pet peeve is when she tries to talk to me right before I'm trying to go to sleep. Do not talk to me when I'm trying to
You're
sleep.
like, I'm trying to sleep,
I'm
bro.
like I'm so mean, bro. Shut up, get out of my face. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna block you on everything. So you try not to call me. Like don't call me. Don't. I've done it to her. She knows it. She's been with me for 5 years. She knows the goods and the bads.
Oh, like a FaceTime or phone call
Yeah,
right before bed?
don't talk to me. We'll talk on the phone, and if I fall asleep, I'll fall asleep. But she's like, let me see your face. I'm like, Dude, like I'm
like my man's just like mid sleep. He's like, huh?
yeah. So one of my biggest pet peeves, but yeah, Melissa is an awesome girl.
Vouch. She's very cool. I've been around her.
Just
She's
know
a cool
if you hire a Christian,
Melissa's with me.
Yeah, it's a package.
Melissa's with me. It's a package, you know.
It's a
And
package.
it's a package. You get the 2 for 1, dude. I kind of use it for leverage. So I'm like, hey, if you book me, you'll get a photographer.
I mean, dude, that's like the way to go.
It's a
though.
great
like if
business
you have
move.
it's a great business move. I've seen, people who do that. Like they partner with their partner, and one does video, one does photo, and it's like you're just gonna succeed together. Like, what more do you want?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you can slowly get her into like, like the lifestyle you can have now, where like you guys can have more time for each other, more time to travel, more time to do this, because she doesn't have to be tied down at like a 9 to 5, and that's dope. I'm glad that she's
shit,
like
man.
there with you for that, because
she's
that's
a real
tight.
one. She's a real one.
How's this year looking for you, Christian?
Oh man, a lot of events, man.
Yeah?
A lot
Already?
of events. Yeah, and I'll take the time again to. I thank you guys all the time, and I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, I want
publicly.
to cut 50%.
Hey, bro.
Right,
I'll
I
give you
want 25. So
Yeah, 25,
75%, bro.
Nah, we'll do 25 each.
25 each.
I'm just kidding.
No, but
Let me find out you go do something that I recommended you for, and I don't get my cut, bro. I'm just kidding.
You know my Venmo.
Me and Chow are gonna go mafia on you,
He's
bro.
gonna hit you
Hey
with that
man,
request.
it's the first of the month.
First of the month.
payment?
Where's our cut, man? No, but these two guys, I owe it so much to them. Obviously, God, I'm so thankful.
But here's
for-
another thing.
Can I finish?
Okay, well, yeah.
Can I finish, bro? You never let me talk about you.
Now when
Chava.
you bring that
you
shit up.
never let me talk about you.
Now
man.
when you bring that shit up,
Shut
you know I
up,
don't like it.
bro.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I thank God first, but obviously I thank Him for the friendship that we have, because it's not just business. I've had the opportunity to get to know both of you guys and just have real conversations. I've told Chava plenty of times, I'm not your friend because of what you have to offer. I'm not your friend because of what you have to offer. I'm your friend because I
don't
genuinely,
have anything to offer, bro.
besides cute looks,
Just kidding.
besides the cuteness that you have,
Besides estos besotes que te doy, yo.
those wet kisses he gives us, bro.
My bad.
Those hugs.
No, but here's the thing. We're talking about imposter syndrome. You are where you are because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, yes.
You are where you are because of your talent.
You are
because of your hard work. Whether we give you recommendations or anything, I mean, bro, at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to go and kill it. And then you're
Right.
going to keep getting more. And then they're going to recommend you. And the reason we recommend you is because you do a good job.
Exactly. Like,
you.
you're my first go-to because I know
You're going to provide a
you're
good
not
service.
going to... Because when I recommend somebody, I'm also worried about...
Your reputation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want
bro.
to
He's just trying to find a good way to say
Yeah, thank you. Thank
your
you.
reputation, bro.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it's like
the
a
help I can get.
like a like at a normal job when your job is looking for a worker and you recommend your homie and he comes in and messes it up. Who does it fall on?
You.
I mean, it doesn't, but like, you have some responsibility,
You're
Yeah.
like, what the heck, Christian? Why'd you recommend this?
Yeah.
So I know you're going to do a good job. I know you're going to be responsible. I know you're not going to just, flake on people, not deliver what you did, which has happened to me before.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to be very specific, and you are reliable and you're good.
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
dude, that's why you're my first pick. So you're my first pick because you are good.
Thank you.
Can we just
Facts.
like...
It's not because of luck. It's because
It's
you
not-
do good work.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I really do. This year, like you're asking me, how is it gonna go? I don't know, and I don't have any expectations, because I think when you expect something and it's not delivered, you get pretty upset.
What was the line in the new Spider-Man movie?
I don't expect things because what did? Damn,
what
I
did she
forgot.
say? Oh my
Let me
god!
look that up, bro.
Go
Let me
look that
look
up. What did she say?
Where's my phone?
But it was
Right
such a good point where she's like, don't set high expectations for yourself because you won't be disappointed, or I don't know.
Let's see.
Something like that.
Is it the... Have lower expectations, that way you can succeed them or something like that?
I don't know. She said it.
Something
Go
along
look
those
it
lines?
up.
Spider-Man movie.
Look up what Zendaya said
I
in
haven't
the
watched
Spider-Man movie. You still haven't seen it?
Dude, we gotta go watch it. I'll go watch it with you.
I'll go watch it again, bro.
MJ says, if you expect disappointment, then you can never really get disappointed.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
So
that's
like
pretty
a
good.
counterplay is like, yeah, like if you set your standards like or your expectations too high, it's a lot easier to be disappointed.
Right.
So just level it out.
100%.
I was starting to
I
low
was
key
just
do
telling
that.
you that, dude, last week.
Why are you smacking me, bruh?
Because I can't.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Hey, bro, he's about to get jumped.
No, I was
bro.
telling you, I was like, your expectations a little too high right now.
Yeah, he checked me about something, and I'm glad he did, because now that I'm like slowly going to a less of an expectation, it feels really nice.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
He checked me about the weight thing. Like, he was like, hey, bro, I know you want to lose weight, but like start here. And I'm like,
You know,
okay.
you're
And
right.
then I did.
Mhm.
I set it for that. And now that I'm like slowly inching to it, I'm like, oh, I think that was a good idea that he did that. So thank you for that.
Yeah, man.
You'll see Fernando in the gym wearing his anime gear.
Oh, facts.
He might pull up in a what Demon Slayer shirt or sweater.
I had a
With the-
Demon Slayer.
He will,
and then the
man.
sword.
Today,
He's
I had my Rengoku pullover today, bro, and people complimented it. People be knowing about that shit.
This is gonna put weights on the sword.
No, I was on the treadmill, and some dude literally like walked by me, and he's like, bro, where'd you get that sweater? I'm like, Etsy, my boy. And he's like, that shit's clean. He's like, I like that. And then I was like walking around to go to like, you know, like the free weight sections and stuff, and some other dude's like, bro, I like your hoodie. I'm like, thanks, man.
Thanks, I feel so special.
I'm like, I'm glad everybody likes anime now. That shit's tight.
I've never watched anime, to be honest with you
neither,
guys.
man.
I fucking love it.
I've never watched it. All my cousins grew up on Dragon Ball Z.
Sam, that was my first
I
one.
never watched it. When I see little snippets of it, like on TikTok, I'm like, this is sick. I wish I would have watched it, but
It's dope. It's dope.
it's
still
dope.
can.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
I
you
should.
can't get
You got
into
the
it.
time.
I don't know if I could go back and watch from the beginning though. There's a lot of episodes.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
I've invested
is.
a lot of time into watching anime, bro.
Yeah.
There are some long ones where you're like, God damn, you know, like you have to watch all that, but
Yeah.
it's cool, man. I like anime.
I don't know if anime's like. I just haven't given it a shot. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything about.
I don't
it.
think it's for everyone.
I like the
And
Avatar.
Avatar's
Avatar
an
is the
anime.
business,
Avatar
bro.
is considered one of the best
the
animes.
business, dude.
Yeah, I love that show. That
Dang,
show's
dude.
tight. Yeah, that
Come
show was
on,
dope.
man. Come on.
That was a
Avatar
lot
is
of
the
people's first
business.
anime too,
That's
because they didn't
sick.
think it was an anime, but it is. Like,
Yeah, come on.
it's-
Nickelodeon had it on lock.
Yeah, that was cool.
So it was.
What you doing, son?
He's recording himself, bro.
No, he was filming us.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not a big anime fan because I haven't watched it, not because I don't like it. But I mean, I'm really open to watching new things. I shouldn't watch it without my girlfriend. You know, I watch
get mad at
something
you.
and she's like, "Why'd you watch it?" I'm like, "Cause I wanted to
Bro,
watch it."
My biggest mission, I remember, like in my last relationship, was to get her into anime, and she never did. I'm like, God damn it.
Hey, we're gonna application.
for
Hold on,
everyone.
we
It's
did the
not for
application requirements
We did
for
the-
Chava.
yes.
Here we go for Fernando.
Hey, no, no applications being taken right now. Nope.
One,
Nope.
you have to like anime. Two,
Come
here we
on,
go.
man.
This is the curveball. You have to have pink hair.
Oh, don't
You
talk
have
to,
to
don't
have
tell them
pink
about
hair.
the pink hair.
You
bruh.
have to have pink hair.
I do like pink hair.
Three, you gotta like decorating for the seasons.
Hey,
I think that's facts.
Asian?
Eight.
It's a
Well,
plus.
eight.
It's a
I think
plus.
anything besides Mexican at this point.
I'm just
Anything
kidding
besides
about that.
Mexican. He'll date an Indian. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but you know, we're in 2022. You know, anything goes. I mean, maybe if you're a guy and have pink hair, shoot your shot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
hit me up, boys.
Hit me up. Hit me
No,
up, guys.
there's no applications being taken, bro. Stay away from me.
Yeah,
Stay away
you
from
heard
me.
that.
I have cooties.
Yeah, don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
But yeah, Fernando is an anime fan.
Oh, we love anime around these parts, bro.
Really?
Wait till the summer. I'll have anime tattoos right here.
To get one on your calf.
This whole arm is gonna be anime.
You're gonna have a
shit.
sleeve?
a half sleeve.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have a sticker sleeve.
You should have something
What
on
do
your
they call it?
calf, bro.
Huh?
What do they call it? The sticker.
Oh, the
sleeve?
sticker arm? No,
Sticker arm?
this is the sticker arm. This is gonna be a
Oh,
half
anime?
sleeve of anime shit over
Why
here.
don't you just get like the one of like a big one of something?
Well, I want to like have different ones like kind of just with each other from like all my favorite anime characters and all that shit.
Don't
Y'all
cut
will
it
see.
up, man.
Y'all will see. I'm trying. Hey, I get 2 more tomorrow.
Bro. Damn, this one.
Yes, sir. I got the
You're
one
getting
for my
some more
mom and my
tomorrow?
dad. I'm very excited.
What are you getting?
I'm getting a like photorealism rose here with pink petals because that's been my mom's favorite flower since we were a kid, and I always I know getting roses is pretty basic, but like for me, I bring it to the fact that when I was a kid growing up in Mexico with her and my grandma had like a rose garden in her backyard. And as a kid, my earliest memories as a child was seeing my grandma and my mom pick roses to make decorations.
Oh, that's dope.
So that's like
sick.
That's why the pink roses were always like my significance for her. And if I ever got anything from my grandma, it would be that too.
Right.
And this whole arm is just kind of like supposed to be dedicated to things that are more like about me or like closer to myself kind of thing. And then the coordinates are where my dad is buried in Mexico, which has even a deeper thing to it because it's like it's where he is, but it's also where my grandpa and his brothers are.
Right.
So it's like one place for
all
close family members, and that's why
dope.
I'm doing the coordinates. So
That's dope.
get those 2 tomorrow.
Is the garden next to the stall when that horse kicked you?
No, that was the other grandma's house, bro.
Can you share that story with
Oh
us?
my
dude?
God. Okay. So when I was like 6 years old, I used to bounce back between my mom's house and my dad's mom's house, right? And my dad's mom was like the hard ass grandma. You know what I mean? Like my grandma from my mom's side is like the very sweet, like takes care of you, babies you grandma. The other one wasn't like that. The other one was like the go do shit or I'm going to smack you if you don't. And I remember being like 6 years old and she used to always have me go feed all her animals, you know, like her goats, her pigs, whatever. And there was this one goddamn horse, bro, who was such an ass. And I remember I used to always be so scared to even be near it. And one day she's like, go feed the horses. I'm like, Grandma, I don't want to go in there because that horse is going to kick me. And she's
Did you
like,
say it like that or in
yeah,
Spanish?
like, I mean, in español. I'm like,
¿Cómo lo dijiste
I'm like,
en
abuelita,
español?
yo no quiero ir porque me va a patear el caballo. And she was like, pues vas a ir, ándale, agarra la cubeta y vete. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll grab the bucket and go. And so I go put it for the nice horse, the one that she used to let me mount. You know, that's how you knew it was a nice horse when a 6-year-old can get on it. And whatever. I am like slowly starting to go around to put it for the next one. He was like an orange colored one. And you know when like they're kind of just looking at you, like they're eyeballing you. I'm like, oh my God, bro. And so I go over there, I dump it. I start to walk back behind it. And my biggest mistake was just not going the long way and not going behind the damn horse. But it was a long way. You know, you got to circle. I'm like, I'll be all right, bro. I'm walking out of nowhere, bro. Just whack. Like you just see it go bring its foot back. It caught me right here and it threw me up against like the fence that was not too far. You know, like picture I'm where you're at and right here's the fence.
That's a good
and I
like
just
4
hit it and I was
feet,
like,
bro.
oh. I was like, bro, the air got knocked. And I don't even think he kicked me that hard because he could have like ruptured my fucking chest. You know what I mean? It was just like a little check of like, get out of here, bro. You know? But bro,
little guy.
when I tell you my air got knocked out of me, holy, I got so pissed I threw the fucking bucket at him. Like, I don't even know if I hit him. I was just like, I just threw it and I'm like walking back to my grandma's like crying, hella like still not being able to breathe. And I finally catch my air. I go up to my grandma. I'm like, I told you that he was going to kick me. I didn't want to go do it. And she's like, oh, get over it. You're going to go feed him again tomorrow. I'm like, I fucking hate that horse, dude. And I'm like hella crying. Call my mom crying. And my mom didn't even have my back. She was just like, why did you walk behind the horse? I'm like, oh,
For real,
all right,
man.
bet, bro.
And then you have a hole for the
I'm like,
arc
that's
reactor,
tough.
bro.
Yeah, I was like, it made me hate horses for a little bit, but I don't hate horses anymore.
Dude,
I was just
horses are
pissed, bro.
dope,
Dude,
man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I stood next to a horse for a shoot, I was scared. Dude, their eyeballs
scary,
their
son.
eyeballs are like this big, dude, and you're just like, this
Like,
is
I
a
don't think people
huge
understand
animal.
how big they are and how hard they fucking kick.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, how hard they kick.
They kick hard, son.
I'm
When
not
they got
trying to
their
find
damn
out.
hooves on, bro, it's like, oh.
You're like, huh?
Dude, I did this one shoot with a horse and a pregnant lady. A
Oh,
pregnant
the
girl.
maternity. That's such.
She got on the horse and the horse was freaking out, dude. Because
When she got on it?
the dress was like one of those long ones, right? And it was kind of like
Like
bothering
the
the
texturing.
And
yeah.
he was freaking. I was so scared,
Oh
bro.
hell no, bro.
Damn,
And the
dude.
girl was scared. I was like, let's just take like one picture and then you can get down because
Yeah,
nah,
pregnant,
fuck
bro.
that.
Don't get on a damn horse. Kudos to them because those photos turned out sick. But like, damn, that's hella
But
scary.
horses are.
I've had like
Are
3
no
shoots
joke,
with
man.
horses, dude. I had one for a baptism. That one was dope. The little kid, he was a charro, like a little child. Like
That's
I
right.
remember that one.
And then that horse was mean, dude. That was a
Some
mean
of them are
horse.
mean as fuck.
He would spit at you, and
Damn.
dude, it was crazy
That's a
because the
cholo
owner
horse.
would whip it, dude.
Like,
He's
just like, yo,
just
chill.
like, and I was like, why is he like that? He's like, oh, because he's like, I guess you can call it like in heat. He was like, he wanted to go with another horse, right?
He was
Yes,
in another. He was in a
he had
mood.
he had a a chub on, you know.
Yeah.
And
he was feeling something.
yeah, dude, and he would whip it, and I was like, damn, that's hella messed up. And he would like, he was drinking his beer and like, or whatever they say, and he would whip it, dude, and then like he would give it beer. I'm like, this is the most Mexican thing I've seen in my life.
So badass.
But that was one of the times where I was like, this kid's about to fall. But the homie Nico, it was his kid, super cool, you know, super cool guy. The other one was for a quinceañera, and then no, two of them were for a quinceañera. And yeah, those were pretty solid.
Yeah, it's scary when they freak out.
Yeah,
I've never
just
seen one
animals
freak out.
in general, bro.
They can
You ever
be-
had a bull like try to
Dude,
come after you,
dude.
son?
Oh, dude,
Oh.
I used to ride bulls back
You
in
did?
Mexico.
Holy crap!
Just for fun, though.
Dude.
Just for fun.
Oh, hell no.
I remember I was shooting a jaripeo when I first started. I was like,
have a picture.
I was
real?
shooting a jaripeo, dude, and I remember I was wearing a red jersey, dude.
Oof.
Dude, and this thing charged at the fence. Bro, I was standing like on the fence, like getting pictures, and it charged at me, dude. I got so scared. I took that thing off like
You're lucky
in a
there was
heartbeat,
a fence there,
dude.
my man.
Dude, I would have been freaking Swiss cheese, dude. This
You were
was
in like
dude, I would have
Oh,
been
with the holes?
I would have been a ball of freaking manteca on the floor, dude.
Oh
like,
my
this
God.
dude would have torn me up, man.
That's hella funny.
But I was watching this guy ride bulls, and I was like, dude, I want to try
Bull
it at
riding
least
is wild,
once.
bro.
Yeah, man. I don't recommend.
You don't,
don't recommend.
You don't recommend it,
I
dude?
don't. Not at
It's
all.
dangerous, son.
I have this one photo, man. It's me falling off of it, actually. I'll find it right
Were you
now.
cute as a kid, Chava? I've never seen little
it's
kid
hella
pictures
cute.
of you,
Oh,
bro.
look. It's to see, like, that's me.
Oh, damn. For real, he's hella
What the
getting
hell are you
fucked up.
doing?
And then
bro?
I'm falling off the fucking...
You're not wearing anything,
And it's not even like
dude.
a big
Bro,
one.
no.
Bro,
like-
you're wearing like
Nothing,
a like an
dude.
Aeropostale shirt, dude.
I had a hat.
Crazy.
I had a hat.
That was
This
it,
really had nothing.
dude. You didn't have no vest on, no nothing.
Nothing,
No
dude.
chaps on.
Nah, because, I mean, you know kids in Mexico. You know how they are, bro. They get
Like,
on
just
those,
get
they're
on
just
it,
yeah, they
crazy,
get on
bro.
them bitches. They invited me one time. I was like, dude, fuck yeah.
You did it one time or
One
multiple?
time, nah, just one time. I never got on it again.
Were you like when you hit the floor?
Hell no, that's scary stuff. Man.
What did it feel when you hit the floor? Like, did it feel like falling off a bike? Or?
You kind of just want to get up as fast as you can. That way they don't come at you.
Yeah.
And you were wearing red, dude.
I know.
You were wearing
You're
red,
ballsy, bro.
This
That's
man is
crazy.
I was
crazy.
wearing fucking tennis and stuff.
He's wearing some Converse, bro.
Oh my god.
I can hella
That's
see
funny,
Chava
man.
doing that. He showed us a video of this man riding a bike.
This is
Remember that
me
video
when
that he
I was
sent us?
like 13 or 14. I
You
still look
haven't
the
changed
same.
the damn bit. Yeah, you still
I just
look
think
the
your
same,
hairstyle, dude. You look like you could have been in Rebelde right there, dude.
bro. Not the hat backwards.
Dude,
Little ass kid, man.
dang.
No, that's funny stuff.
I haven't fucking changed, bro. When I look at pictures of me from like 6th grade through even like high school, I'm like, I ain't changed a damn bit, son. Just
I
the
went through
hair.
phases, dude. I
I
went
think
through.
so,
Yeah,
but I
did.
mean, I feel like if other people see you, if you haven't seen them in like a long time, they're like, oh,
I've seen somewhere I'm like, you were cuter as a child. Like, what happened to you? You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
I didn't like
Sorry, but it happens.
It does. There was this girl that, you know, I had a thing for like in middle school, and then I saw her like not that long ago, and I'm like,
you're like, oh, you look like shit. What happened?
damn.
Damn,
Nah,
bro, you're
just like-
petty.
I'm not, but they didn't give me a shot.
Oh,
I was
okay,
hella
it's
ugly in
okay to
middle
me.
school, dude. And I
See,
got to high
man.
school, and I played ball, and you know,
I had a little something like that happen like 2 weeks ago where this girl who curved the hell out of me and ghosted me in high school all of a sudden talking about we should go on a date.
Don't that feel
Hell
nice?
no, bro.
it's on record. Hell no.
Don't that feel nice?
Hell
though?
no.
That feels nice.
No.
To me. I love that.
I
love
was
that
just
shit
like, you know
happens.
what? You don't, if you didn't deserve me or loved me in middle school, you don't deserve me as
like,
my
If you
Don't
didn't
deserve all
deserve me,
this.
if you didn't want me at my lowest, you
Yeah.
can't deserve
if
me.
you didn't want
don't
me
deserve
in my
at your,
in
at
my
highest.
in my high school days, you don't deserve me in my adult days. I'll be that petty. No, I'm
You
just
don't
kidding.
get some nice ramen dates.
Yeah, you don't get to go to horror
Korean
with
barbecue
me
with
and
me.
BBQ. Get out of here.
Dude, we need
No
to go.
free photos.
Dude,
I'm
we
just
need to go because the time I went, I don't think I ate the right things. I just
ramen?
don't know. No, to Korean barbecue.
Oh, bro, whenever. I've been dying to go.
Let's
Low
go,
key.
dude. Let's go.
Let's go this week.
I'm down.
Shit.
I'm down. We can go on Thursday. Thursday.
Ooh.
Let's go Thursday.
Wait, I don't know if I can Thursday. What about Friday?
I can do Friday.
I can
Friday
do Friday
night.
too, I think.
Friday
night?
night.
Yeah, like
Something
later.
like that.
I'm down.
Or
Let's
unless
do
you
Friday
want to go for lunchtime when it's cheaper.
night. Well,
I mean, the difference with Korean barbecue when you go to lunch is that they have like certain meats that you can have, but for dinner they have like even nicer meat, if that makes sense. Like the more high end shit. So that's why it's more expensive at dinner time, because you can get like good meat to like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is there A5 Wagyu or 5A Wagyu or what is it?
Huh?
It's like that meat that's really marbled. I don't know what you call it. It's like
I don't think
Wagyu
so.
meat.
They have Kobe beef though, and Kobe beef is hella fire.
Schmack?
You've never had Kobe meat before?
Nah, dude.
Shit's hella good.
I need to try it. We need to go.
I'm down.
We need to go.
I'm
I'm a foodie, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have a plate or places that we're gonna go to when we go to Oregon?
Oh, my boy. Of course. You know me in the dad.
We don't want no
mode.
panda. We don't want panda.
Here's the thing with me, bro. You will never go with me to an outside place if we're allowed to eat somewhere that we haven't gone to. Like, I'm okay with getting some to-go shit if we're just tired over the day and we don't want to go eat.
Right, we had panda.
But I will never take you to, like, fucking IHOP or Denny's. Like, we're going to go places that aren't here.
We're gonna go to
is the whole
In-N-Out.
point.
We're gonna go to
I'm
In-N-Out.
No, I have a list of depending on where we're gonna be at, because I think we still have to finalize where we're gonna stop at, but I can do that beforehand, because I have to wait for the weather.
Right.
I don't want to tell us like, hey guys, let's go to this waterfall first,
Right.
and the weather's gonna be hella shitty.
I'm gonna take some allergy pills.
Yeah.
I was freaking dying.
Take
I was dying.
take mosquito spray.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, mosquito spray. We're gonna take all that because we're driving, right?
Yeah. Oh, we have to.
Oh,
it's
dude,
the best.
it's gonna be so much fun.
I'll lay out the plan for y'all.
I'm down, bro.
The one
pepper
place
on
I
the
have
other
to
shit.
the one place I have to take you guys to is Screen Door in Portland for chicken and waffles. That's my main thing.
Where is it?
It's in Portland.
So actually, dude, when you're in LA, go to this place called I Met Her at the Bar.
I've heard about it.
Bro, fire chicken and waffles.
Oh,
Fire,
I
bro.
think Screen Doors are better, bro.
No, I from what I've tasted, dude, they were
From what I've tasted,
bomb.
motherfucker.
Dude, they were.
Screen Door
Dude,
is the
it
best.
was like a little spicy.
Oh, that's how those are too.
Dude, schmack. I was like, this. I shouldn't have gotten the salad. You know, I was trying to
No,
be healthy.
anytime I've gone up to Portland, I make it my mission to go there. And if I'm with friends, I'm like, we have to go here, bro.
Right.
And everyone I've taken has been very satisfied so far. So I think
Good.
you guys will like it.
Good.
But yeah.
I went to Texas kind of at the end of last year, maybe 3 months before the year ended, and I went to Whataburger.
How was it?
It was terrible, dude. Don't
Really?
I
ever
heard it's
go
not
there,
that
dude.
good.
People say it's
yeah.
great. It's not good.
They always have like the In-N-Out comparison.
Hell no, bro.
Yeah?
Hell.
That's gonna
no.
cause up some debate
I'm
in the
gonna.
comments,
All right, bro.
but-
Put this on your podcast or on your guys' stories. Whataburger or In-N-Out, bro. Whataburger.
I mean,
is
I've
not
only
the
had
move.
In-N-Out, so
Dude, In-N-Out's the move, dude. I am just a fanatic of In-N-Out, dude. I at least go to
In-N-Out
In-N-Out
smacks,
once
bro.
a week, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
In-N-Out do be
In-N-Out
smacking.
smacks.
You know
dude.
how hard it is for me not to go all the time when it's down the street from my place?
Dude, they're making one by my house off of
Oh,
Keystone.
yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be
They're
like,
still making it.
yeah. There's
think
no,
they're
it's
still
done. They're just furnishing it inside.
Yeah,
I
like
believe.
they haven't opened it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So I might have to be the first one in line there, you know. But
Good luck, bro. It's gonna be so packed.
it
for
is.
a
It is
little
gonna be
bit.
packed for a few.
It always is.
But you know,
Well-
I don't know, because the one off of South Virginia is always
Always.
hella
Even this-
packed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they all are.
the one that isn't.
Everywhere
Dude,
you go.
The one that isn't.
Oh,
is in
I
Carson.
don't wait in drive-throughs anymore, bro. I just go
No.
inside.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah,
they
you
You
have the
save
two
yourself
lines.
so much time. You save yourself so much time. I went to the Sparks one this past weekend. They had like the double line where they have to rotate
Mm-hmm.
cars. Bro, I parked. I went inside, waited maybe 10 to 12 minutes, and got my food and left. I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah, it's way faster.
I knew I would have waited at least 35 to 40 in that line, and I'm like,
What's your order?
ooh, talking.
Don't
In-N-Out
tell me
orders?
your order, because I know you get probably like a number 3 with no onions and like tomatoes.
It's fine.
I'm playing.
I mean, is he wrong?
He is actually.
Oh damn! He's like, I want the onions,
my
tomatoes, and
go-to-
pickles.
My go-to is the number 2, so the cheeseburger. If I'm like really hungry though, I'll get the number 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go number 2, animal style burger, no tomato, light onion,
Both kind of onion or just the grilled?
just the regular.
Okay.
Animal style fries with diced peppers on top, and then a pink lemonade, and that's my go-to.
Pink lemonade or pinks?
Oh, you're so
Pink
complicated,
lemonade.
man.
Okay. What about
the
yours?
fuck?
What did you say?
He pulls up to the drive-thru. Hey, I want this, and this, and this, and this.
And they get it right every time.
I literally just say, "Can I get a number 2 animal style?
I go,
no
hey,
tomato,
can I
light
get a
onion."
number 1? Onions? No, please. Thank you. That's it.
What do you want to drink?
You don't get animal fries?
I got Diet Coke all the time, or a shake, and then just regular fries. Come on, man.
You get no chilas in there, bro?
A simple life is a happy
He
life.
don't
Dude.
be eating spicy shit.
Here's mine. A number 1, both kinds of onions.
Actually, I get
Fuck.
two.
With
Why-
peppers.
Tell me why I hella want In-N-Out.
With
now.
peppers, bro. We might just have to go.
Don't you get 2?
Yeah, so listen.
I get 2 as
Hold on.
well.
2 number 1s.
How many
Hold
you
on.
get?
2, bro. You got it.
You're like,
2
I'm
number
on a
1s.
diet.
I usually just get two number 2s.
All right.
Or
That's fair.
I'll do a 3x3.
Oh, that, yeah.
You know,
I'll
you
just upgrade
can't, you
it.
can't go wrong with it. So I think,
And I am on a diet, bitch, and what?
why are you mad at him, bro?
Because he's always giving me shit about being on diets.
Hey, dude,
I
it's
didn't
not a
even say
diet. It's a healthy
nothing.
lifestyle.
I'm on a
It's a
calorie
healthy
deficit
lifestyle.
diet right now, right?
In-N-Out sounds
Oh,
hella
that's bitch.
fire, dude.
That
I
does
love
sound really
In-N-Out. I Whataburger ain't the one. Don't ever go there. The green chili sucks.
I mean, I'm
It's
still
not
going to
good.
try it if I ever go to Texas because I
Try
want
it.
to try it.
Try it. You're gonna be like, this is trash. Honestly, I was like, this tastes like Carl's Jr. to me.
All right, I'm going to ask you a very serious question. When you want Italian food, do you go to Olive Garden?
No,
Why
okay,
not?
thank God.
Why not?
no, because my dad makes
Because
it.
that
Why
shit's
not?
ass.
Why not?
Do you go to Olive Garden?
I haven't gone in a hot minute.
Because-
But I
Hey,
will
why
say,
not?
but I will say this.
Why not, dude?
But I do say this.
Why not?
But
It's
hold
food.
on, hold on,
It's
hold
a
on.
blessing.
Let me. He is right.
You can eat.
You are right. You're right.
It's gonna
You
taste,
sound so fake
you're
right
gonna-
now,
It's
stop.
gonna taste all right.
Why are you
You
shrugging
literally
your
sound
shoulders
so
like
fake.
that, bro?
You sound so
I
fake,
just
man.
feel it. I
His
feel
His
it in my
body
vibe,
language
bro.
and his tone is so fake right now.
Come on, man.
He
Bro,
can't say that with a
bro.
straight face.
Bro, what I will say is that their soup and salad smacks.
Is this, yeah.
It's the business. I'm not
So
gonna lie.
is it trash then or not?
In general,
See?
Yes.
like, look,
Yes, I do
bro,
think.
if I want to go
You're being a
eat
hypocrite
out
right now.
Italian food, I'm not gonna go to Olive Garden. That's not my first choice.
Where do
Why
you go?
not?
But where do you go?
Have
So,
you ever heard of like Cocina over by Lakeside?
Is it by that Rayleigh's?
No, it's like right next to like the Moana nursery. It's like across the street from there.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
my go-to
Where
Italian
that
spot.
where that Little Caesars is at, right across
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah,
I've never been there.
that's my go-to Italian. There you fucking go.
Smacks.
It's good. It's hella good.
Really?
Look, if I have to like if I don't have a choice and somebody's like, let's go to Olive Garden, I'll go. But if you ask me to go to choose an Italian place, I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm sorry. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
That's all it is,
All right,
bruh.
what's your order for Olive Garden?
Oh yeah, what
I
do you
always
get?
get the same thing.
I mean,
dude.
when I've gone, I
always
get the same thing, too. What do you
thing.
get?
I
What is
get myself a chicken Alfredo, and then
Chava,
some,
let me make you a chicken Alfredo.
appetizers,
Let me make you one.
and then I'm chilling.
Dude, I love
bro.
cooking pasta.
Bro,
That's like my
let's
favorite.
get
thing to
down.
cook.
Bro, I make a mean Alfredo sauce.
Motherfucker, you've been talking
I
about
know.
cooking for us for like 6 months.
Hey, dude, I tell you guys, and you're like, I'm too busy.
No,
It's true.
We'll do it here.
When?
You say that, and you're like the worst person at planning anything. I
No,
have to plan
hey,
everything.
I'm putting the place, and you gonna.
All right,
organize
bet.
this shit.
Fine.
Okay,
Fine. I'm
let's
deciding
hit
on the
it.
date.
Let's
All
do
We've
it.
been talking about food for like 20 minutes now. We're cutting this shit off.
Yeah,
bro.
we
No.
let's get back to our subject.
Hey, dude,
matter.
you honestly did say like 3:30 we'll be wrapping it
I told
up.
you. No, let's get back to our subject matter. Is there anything else you guys still want to talk about, with imposter syndrome or anything along those lines?
Is there any other questions, Shaw?
No
Comments?
I kind of wanted to read what people said just because, wanna.
Just to see what they had to say?
Yeah, shout out the people that commented on the page and stuff. Okay, so I was asking people to comment if they had questions, so just thoughts in general, and then so here are the ones. You gotta realize that you're in that you're in that place, and you're in that place for the exact same reason the other person is, right? So if you're in school, they're there for a reason. And you're there because of the same reason, It's not because of luck or anything like that.
That's a good way to go about it.
Self-growth books have helped me so much.
Mhm.
Dealing with that shit my whole life, which is kind of fucked up.
That's
Listen
rough.
to playlists filled with songs of pure positive affirmations in the mornings.
Mhm.
I've had this since I became a trainer. I think it stems from overall confidence. What else is good here? think those are the best ones. Move past it, which is kind of like just
That's pretty
blunts.
cut and dry, dude.
I mean,
Right.
it's very standard. Like, yo, just get past that.
Yeah.
Which it is true.
But
that is true.
that same girl commented, I struggle with this a lot though. I just remember that my clients choose me for a reason, which is fair.
You know what? I actually started to ask my clients, how did you hear about me?
I ask them all the time.
How did you hear about me? And usually they're like, I because of this person, I saw that you did their pictures. And then, or it's like, hey, I was recommended to you and I liked your work. And sometimes I bypass that, like
Yeah.
they didn't have to choose me. They could have just been like,
Right.
I don't like his work.
They
you
could
know?
have seen your work and been like, nah, I'm going with someone else. So that's fair. Let's see.
Chava, can you sing when we're done? Like, please?
You want to hear the song
Can you
live?
sing? Yeah.
You stupid,
Hey, where's the
man.
guitar, bro? The guitar.
It's not here, thankfully.
I'm gonna go get it, dude.
Nah, man, I think that's it.
That's
I think
it?
we covered. I mean, I hope we did kind of an okay job. But I try to cover everything. I don't know. And
Can
yeah.
you sing "Just the Way You Are" by Bruno Mars for me?
Your hair. Come on, sigue.
Come on.
It sounds like you're saying you're here, not your hair.
No, your hair, no?
He's like, you're here, you're here.
Dude, we're gonna make a video of Chava singing it to
Fernando.
Fernando, and Fernando's gonna be walking down the street like.
We'll make a...
We're gonna zoom into his eyes, bro. He's gonna be like.
Oh, somebody else said, I don't know much about it, but can children have it? I'm sure.
That's
Yeah,
a really good question.
I think you can start at any age after like 5 to 6. Like, I think once you develop in enough to where you can compare like your surroundings, I think it's a thing for kids too. Yeah,
That's a good one.
I've talked to my brother about it. I mean, he's not a kid. He's 15, but he's gone through it sometimes. Or like he
So
said when he was like 10, 12.
He cuts hair, right?
Yeah,
How does he feel about that?
cutting hair.
Yeah. Is it like I'm gonna go like I want to pursue this, or he's just like? 'Cause
Oh
I
no,
cut hair
that's
too.
like that's like his angle.
Really.
Like he's set on like being a barber,
I have a bunch of barber friends
man.
too. Like, and
which is
what they say
I'm
is
very
like,
happy about because he's really good.
Is
for
he
how little
really?
He is. Yeah,
how much does he charge?
$20.
What?
There you go.
He's gonna come my hair again soon. You can be the judge after that.
Can I go watch you?
Sure.
Because I want to be a supportive friend.
You know where I live, fool.
I do know where he lives,
I don't know where
and
he
actually,
lives,
I actually have.
Oh yeah, you
something
haven't came, huh?
that I needed to go take you. I can give it to you. It's in my car.
Oh, okay, bet.
All right, boys. I think we did it.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're
we went
good.
over the
You should make your own podcast, fool.
and run it by yourself.
I run it by myself, edit all that. Man, that's good practice for video editing. I think it is.
Yeah,
I might just do it.
I feel like this podcast has helped me a lot with like the way I speak and just to be more fluent in general.
I agree.
But you have really good insights on stuff, so hey, I'm just saying.
Why do you
man.
think
Or
we
if you
had
want-
that long ass talk at Santa Cruz?
Or
Yeah, dude, everyone was like doing their own thing. Him, Carlos, and
Me and you
freaking-
talked for like the 4.5 hours we drove.
Hey, if you need a
Hey.
co-pilot,
If you want to join us for more episodes, you're more than welcome.
Yeah,
I would
we
love
can start
to.
to bring you in for other like topics and stuff.
I would love to, honestly.
Bet.
I'm a social butterfly. I remember my teacher would always be like, I can't sit you anywhere. You talk to everybody.
Oh yeah, I was
So-
like that too.
It's like, come on,
Maybe
man.
we can have an episode where you talk about talking to clients and just how to be more
Chava goes,
professional about it. I was really impressed, dude. I was really
Chava
impressed. 'cause
goes,
I was
dude,
He's
why-
very well spoken with
yeah, I was
clients.
listening to him when
I've
he was
seen him
talking
like
to
when
somebody.
he's like when we've shot together, like when you do the video and I see how you talk to them. I'm like, he's a very well spoken dude.
Oh yeah.
This is why you
Thank
get
you.
recommended, clown.
See? Stupid ass.
you're stupid.
Start insulting him. It's your dumbass.
He's like, we're gonna bring up your morale and then just
Yeah,
let's
like,
drop
you're an
it.
idiot, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, so when is that huge party? When's your party?
He threw out the date.
Oh yeah, throughout the day, man. And I'll
Don't,
say
bro,
it.
don't
let's-
repeat it because true
let's-
supporters will know.
Let's make flyers.
That's true.
Let's
Chill,
make
bro.
flyers,
We're
dude.
not gonna have this fool's house covered in that
Dude,
many
your
people.
house is gonna be.
I feel
bumping.
like so. Here's the thing. In my 27 years of age, I've never had like a big party like that, right?
Mhm.
Especially since I moved here. I've never had anything big. It's always been something small with the family.
Mhm.
And I feel like now I can invite a lot of people that I'm close with and you know, some people might not know each other, but I feel like we can all just be.
Well,
here
I
and
just
chill.
think like you build certain close relationships where you feel comfortable bringing them in.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And so now I want to have a big party, so I'm gonna
How
invite
big?
a lot of people.
How big though? Because you got.
Because
come
if
on,
you're
my
like,
boy.
I want
You
a big
gotta
party,
limit it,
dude,
you
the
know?
guys will pitch in to get you a freaking salon, dude.
I mean,
Dude, we'll have a whole on venue for you, dude.
I don't know about a salon though.
Like, look, if you're trying to have it. Well, it's in May, so it's hot. So there's hella space in the backyard. That's one.
Some
Are
days
you
might
just
be
doing
cold.
drinks?
I think
Yeah,
like
drinks and food.
I think-
But here's the thing. One time, well,
Are you gonna have someone cater? Like un taquero or something?
maybe un taquero or something like that.
I'd be
That'd
down
be
to pitch in
sick.
for that.
That'd
I'd be
be
down to
kinda
split
cool.
that.
That'd be sick.
But then the other thing that I kind of thought about, Chosen had this party, and he had it at a bar, and it was just like closed for him and his people, right?
And
And
they
that was
just-
pretty tight, you know.
yeah.
People didn't know each other, but
It just depends, like
everybody
if
was
you
there
want it,
for Chosen.
if
know
you
what I'm
want
saying?
it here at your place or outside of your place.
Yeah, I still need to figure out the details, but hey, man, I'll send out invites. I'm not.
Yeah, like
it's
it's
not
not
an
just
open
anybody pulling up.
invitation.
Yeah, I think a lot of y'all heard that message last episode, and you're like, I can pull up. No,
Fernando's regulating. We're gonna have security, dude. I'm
Wait
gonna
for
get some
that.
of my boys.
Wait for that invite.
We're gonna wear security shirts.
yeah. If you get the invite, then you're part of the crew.
Nah,
you know
it's
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
something chill, man. It's just food, drinks, you know,
Chilling,
a little
singing.
little beer pong in the
Yeah.
back, you know, little games to entertain yourself. Bro, I got you. I'll plan it out with you.
He's like, I got it, dude. We're gonna get huge Jenga.
I'm gonna go rent a fucking trampoline, bro. We're
Huh.
gonna go wrestle in that shit.
Hey, bro, get some those big boxing gloves. Or the things with like the.
It would
what
be
do you-
funny to have like games for everybody like that.
Yeah. So,
You-
but yeah, man, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more episodes. Stay tuned for what we do this year, which I hope is a lot and good shit. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys on the next one. Episode 51 is on.
Episode 51.
Yep.
Wow, congratulations,
We'll see you
guys.
next week for 52. We'll probably just have another guest
A
one,
guest.
and then we'll do another topic one, and then that's how we'll bounce back and forth. So
Shout out to the boys.
And then
And the
shout out your
girls.
Instagram
Oh,
too.
the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
The
Oh.
boys.
And then
the
your
boys.
Instagram one more time, maybe.
Oh, is my images. Is my _ images. So go ahead and follow me. Message me. I'm not just here to take pictures. I like to talk.
There you go.
Good food and good conversation does
facts.
it
That's it.
for me. Let's get it,
I
boys.
need some good food.
All right, guys.
You gotta go to work.